Hello everyone, welcome and thanks for stopping in. It's KarenT here. Welcome to all of my new visitors and welcome to all of my original family. I'm almost at 1,000 strong and I just want to say to you all, I so appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. If you're new to my channel and you find some things that you like and enjoy, please do consider subscribing and be sure to hit the little notification bell to be notified of any new videos that I upload. Today I want to share with you a tufting hack. Not long ago I shared with you a DIY ottoman that we did, and although I love the ottoman, I felt that it could use a few more finishing touches. I wanted to live and feel the ottoman for a while to be sure that this is something I wanted to do. So if you're interested in doing tufting a shortcut way, hang on, I'm going to share some ideas with you. Be sure to check out the previous DIY ottoman video. It's located in the DIY playlist, or I'll add a link up at the top of this video. So now let's get started with how we begin the tufting on this part of the ottoman. I'm calling this a tufting hack because we're simply using screws to create our tufted look. So I just simply placed the buttons, the kit that I was going to use to cover my buttons. I laid those out in what looked like it would create a diamond pattern. I tried to create even spacing. I decided how far in on each side I wanted to come and how many rows of buttons that I wanted. Then I placed alternating numbers. I placed 5 buttons, then 4 buttons, 5 buttons, then 4 buttons. Since I was coming in at 5 inches on the sides, the row of 5 was placed at 5, 15, 25, 35, and 45. For the row that would contain 4 buttons, the numbers were placed at 10, 20, 30, and 40. Then I tried to make sure that the spaces diagonally between these were at least close to even, or aesthetically even. Now that we have our buttons in a position that we're happy with, now it's time to get everything marked because I didn't want anything moving and getting off while we were doing anything. So it was at this point that I simply would raise each button and mark the center of the button and then just remove it. And this was going to be where we would place our screws directly on this mark, and that was going to be what created our tufting. Now we're ready to insert our screws. Initially, we started with a 4-inch screw, which turned out to be much too large. Be certain that you use your washer. We're testing here because we're not sure how much batting and foam the screw needs to go through, and then we realized that was the wrong size. So we went down, and our final screw we used was a 2.5-inch screw with a washer. Now, as we went along, we discovered that it just made more sense to push the screw in. That ripping you hear, it's okay. It's just the screw going through everything until we hit the wood, and that caused less twisting and gathering of the foam and batting, and it just went right into the wood. Now you simply go slowly and repeat the process on all of your marks that you made in advance. Sometimes you may find that you may have to tap the screw in just a little. We don't know if we hit a knot or what it was, but there was a few areas where, just to be sure, we tapped the screw in before actually screwing it. Next, it was time to cover our buttons in the matching fabric. Since we weren't actually sewing or using thread to pull the button through, it just made more sense to actually wrap the button with the button kit, and I just hot glued the edges. And in doing it this way, you don't need the bottom cap for the button. You just use the top half of the button. The next step was simply gluing all of the buttons onto the screws. I apologize, that footage was lost, but next we just went out and we painted the legs. I went with black because there are 2 other linen chairs in that room and they have black legs. And here's the reveal of our DIY tufted hacked look. Very happy with this shortcut. It was so easy and I love the way it looks. There are still some things you could choose to do. If you wanted to do yours, you could do it before you completely wrap your fabric. You could add the creases around the button, but it looks like this over time will eventually have some creases and seams around the buttons. So I'm quite pleased with it, and it was so easy, quick, and simple. And yes, I will be doing it again. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing so that you will receive more tips and tricks. Thank you so much. Until next video, this is KarenT saying so long for now.